Hello again everybody, today I'm back and you may have noticed everything's a little bit different today. Basically this past few weeks has been a bit mental for me, so let's start from the beginning. I've got a new job, so I'm no longer a bookseller, which is a really strange, really surreal feeling. I'm not quite used to it yet. Still working in publishing, I'm just now working for a publishing house in London, which means that I have now left my life behind in Leeds, moved to a whole new city, London of all places. The main problem with that is that my new place is quite noisy. I basically live on a main road and it means that recording videos is an absolute nightmare because it's always so loud. So this weekend I've come home to see my family, there's some family birthdays and stuff, and this is the perfect chance for me to record some videos for you guys, and you get to see a little bit into like what my life was like when I was younger. And as you can tell from behind me, there were still quite a lot of books at that point. Nothing's changed on that front. But basically, it's just a chance for me to talk to you guys. What it does mean is I haven't got any actual books with me apart from these. So a lot of the books I'm going to talk about today I haven't physically got with me, but I'll put up some nice little cover images so you'll still be able to see what I'm talking about. But other than that, shouldn't make a massive difference to you guys. Now the main purpose of today's video is actually to reveal the winner of my 500 subscriber video. So if anybody hadn't seen it, I'll post the link below just so you know roughly what the competition was. But in general, I asked people to suggest the 3 books that best defined them. I'm going to read the books of the winner, and then I'm going to recommend, using my bookseller knowledge, ironic that I'm not a bookseller anymore, 3 books for those that I think match up with the ones they've liked, that they probably haven't read, that are just good recommendations I think they'll enjoy based on what I've read that they like. So it's quite an interesting challenge. A lot of you guys have given great feedback on the challenge and it's great to know you guys think it's a good idea. Really looking forward to get started on it. And without further ado, I'm going to announce who the winner is and what books I'm going to be reading for them. So I used one of those random number generators which just picked a number out of the ether, and that's how I decided who had won. And the person who won has actually just got the YouTube username Claire. And basically, the 3 books she's picked are really interesting ones. It's actually quite a good one because it's 3 books I've never read and 3 books I am quite interested to read. So that's been good on that front as well. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what I think about those and what I can recommend going forward. So the 3 books are The Secret History by Donna Tartt. So this is numerous of my friends' favourite books. So kind of on that front, I'm already really excited to read it. And it's one I've been eyeing up for a while. I've kind of wanted to read The Goldfinch, but that is just too big for me to consider reading that as my first Donna Tartt book. But I'm really excited to give The Secret History a read. It's a kind of coming of age novel, and it's kind of a reverse detective novel. It's basically about a group of students and their lecturer in New England. And from what I've established, what people have said to me, someone gets killed. But it's not a book about who killed that person, it's a book about why they were killed. So it's kind of unveiling a different part of the mystery than you would normally get in this kind of book. And it just sounds like a really interesting combination of unusual styles. And I've heard Donna Tartt's writing's amazing, so I'm really excited to give that one a read. So the second book that Claire picked is Girl Meets Boy by Ali Smith. So I've never read any Ali Smith. I'm aware of her and I know her most recent books have done really well. Didn't know anything about this, but it sounds really interesting. It's basically a retelling of some of Ovid's stories. I love that kind of reimagining of mythical stories anyway, so this is really interesting on that front. And it's about 2 sisters and their relationship, and it goes through elements of their work lives and self-esteem and love and family, and it just sounds like a really interesting basis for a story. And I think, like I said, reimagining myths is such a clever way of doing things and putting your own spin on it, and I'm really excited to give some Ali Smith a read. The third one is a little bit more unusual, probably not one I'd have picked, but actually having read about it, it's possibly the one I'm most excited about reading. It's called A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki, and it's a really interesting split narrative between a girl living in Japan and someone living off the coast of British Columbia. The girl living in Japan writes a diary, and then in the 2011 tsunami that affected Japan, that diary gets washed away and ends up in the hands of someone on an island off British Columbia, and it's about their 2 lives and how they kind of interweave through this diary. Sounds fascinating. Anybody that's watched my channel will know I'm a big fan of literature influenced by Asian culture and Asian influences, and I think it's really interesting that it's a combination of that with some quite interesting storytelling ideas, and I can't wait to give that a read as well. It's 3 books that I am genuinely super excited about reading, ones that I've kind of wanted to look at for a long time, and ones that I think I'm going to really enjoy reading. I do think it's quite a big task for myself, because this isn't the kind of stuff I necessarily normally read, which means picking things to recommend is going to be a much more challenging thing than I perhaps first thought it would be. I'm really excited to give it a go, and I'm really intrigued to see how it comes out. That's literally it for today's video then. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for putting up with the fact I've not uploaded much in the past few weeks, but don't worry, it's getting better. I'm coming up with solutions to the noise in London problem all the time, and I'm really excited to share some stuff that I've got coming up with you guys in the near future. As always, a like and subscribe is really appreciated. We've now hit 600 subscribers. I'm not sure how that's happened so soon after 500, but I'm so appreciative, and I'm really, like I said before, so happy and so appreciative of all the amazing feedback you've had on my 500 subscriber idea, and I'm really excited to do more of this kind of stuff for you guys in the future. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with my next video.